What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I of course am Cal, and this is the Common Calamity server. And today we are going to be working on a railroad through the mountains to connect my starter base here with SteelmasterJ, who is on the other side. So I can show you what I'm working with here. And it doesn't look like much yet. I've just started digging. This is actually just a little hill before the mountain. On the other side of this, there's some woods, and then you can kind of see off in the distance there going into the mountains. This is about a 500 block long tunnel that I am working on, and it takes us to the other side of these mountains too. If you're coming in from under the mountain, you can pop off right here, and then you'll have easy access to my base or the rest of the town down here, which you can see. There's been a couple of new builds added. So we've got the chicken cooker down there. There's the sugarcane pond, I guess. Plenty of pumpkins and melons, and then a proper enchanting hut, and you can see the enchanting table inside there. Looks like someone also added some bees in the last couple days, so lots of cool stuff happening here on the server. Now before we jump into it, you can see from my toolbar here and the weapon that I'm holding, I am using the latest version of my resource pack, which if you're watching this, that means it's been about a week since that went live. I'm filming this the day before I'm releasing it to the public, so you guys should be able to go grab that today if you haven't already. We've got all kinds of new weapon variants, armor variants. I've even got shield variants now, so lots of cool stuff in my Grimdark Battle Pack now. I had one project that I completed off camera that I wanted to show you guys, and I was just going back through all the screenshots I took from my first few hours on the server, and I had not realized this, but I had found two cave spider spawners that were basically right next to each other. So what I did is I went ahead and turned it into a double spider spawner XP grinder, and I couldn't believe the location, but this is the entrance right here, right in this wall that I built in the last episode. I've got a water drop down here, and then right here is the spot where you stand, and this activates both of the cave spider spawners. One is just over there about 16 blocks, and one is just over there about 16 blocks and a couple blocks up. So yeah, this has been a real boon to the server and allowed me to upgrade all of these weapons, which are now looking great. I've got a full set of diamond tools that have most of the best in slot enchantments now. So this has been great. Fun project to work on. Always love making these little cave spider spawner farms. All right, so that's basically all I wanted to show you guys before I get started here. And it's mostly going to be digging off screen for now, and then I'll come back once I've cleared most of the path. Back in a minute. Just a quick plug here for anyone who hasn't already checked it out. But if you are looking for the resource pack that I'm using in this video, I will have it linked in the description down below. It's my resource pack. Just figured I'd jump in during this time lapse and plug away. I know most of you have probably already seen it, since my resource pack videos get way more attention than my Let's Play videos. But if you haven't checked it out yet, please go do so. All right, back to the video. All right, guys, I've got the whole tunnel dug out. It took me forever, but I've got it all dug out. You can see the tunnel going off behind me. I figured I'd do just a little bit of building on camera here. So I've got a pretty simple setup here. I basically just want to create a little entryway here. It's going to adorn the outside of the rail here. I'm just going up like this. I'm going to do some more stairs, I think. I worked this out in creative, although it's always difficult to recreate your builds, and just doing a little bit of block variation, nothing too fancy. I think I need to go up one more, like that, and then I'm going to do andesite underneath here. Go ahead and use these for now. I was thinking I might do dark oak to match my base, and then I need another slab up here, which I did not bring with me. So just going to throw these slabs in here real quick, and one underneath. And so there is the start. I also need to do the inside here, and I'm going to have these sort of support struts running the entire length. So every 9 blocks or so, if I put a lantern hanging from a support beam right here, and then one at the second one, it will actually light up the tunnel just enough. No block will be spawnable except for this one right here, which of course is going to be covered. So I can keep the tunnel nice and dark and get a good atmosphere in here without having to light up the whole thing, which I think is one of the real perks of 1.18, right? There we go, and then I think I want that one, and just round it off here. Okay, so that is the basic idea for the entrances. I'm going to do something a little bit more on the entrance to the mountain, but for this little hill here, because I'm probably going to do some builds on top of it. I didn't want to go too big. I just want something simple that offers a little bit of protection. All right, so I've got polished basalt here, and I thought this would be an interesting one to use because it's got these dark corners, which lines up really nicely with the rail pieces, but you can also angle it, right? So like if I go around a turn, I can do something like that, and then it will always line up with the rail, which you don't get with many of the other blocks that don't have orientations like this. With these support structures, I'm going to have my powered rail blocks. So I'm just going to throw down the redstone, one powered rail on top of it, 9 of these, and then this will be the next powered rail. Of course, above it, every other one, I will have a hanging lantern. And I found that this actually, I think, keeps you going at full speed or very close to it. Don't have to waste any more gold rails than that, any more powered rails than that. Just one every 9 blocks, every 10 blocks or so, and you'll be at full speed for the ride. So yeah, that's the basic design. Now I just have to do this 50 times or so, and it'll be done. All right, guys, so I've done a little bit of cleanup here next to my base. I've gone ahead and installed a minecart dispenser, as well as the cactus there to break them when they're coming into the station. I've extended the path from my base here, just using the same path blocks and oak wood, along with plenty of moss and other stuff to decorate the area. Cut back the cliffside here, just like I did in front of my base. Added some signage, so everybody knows where this goes now. And yeah, so if you want to take a ride, just press the button here. There's a little redstone line that goes right underneath here. Hop on the cart, push forward to the powered rail, and you are off. And you can see here I've done a little bit of decoration on the inside of the tunnel. We won't ride the whole thing right now because next up I want to work on this hillside right here and create sort of a decorated entrance to this part of the tunnel, which goes way off down there. Okay, so right here I've got a ton of materials. These are mostly from digging out the tunnel. I've got a few bits and pieces left over from decorating the interior here. And I'm going to be carving back this cliffside a little bit and then building a fancy new entrance right here. So with that being said, let me get to it, and I will see you on the other side. Alright guys, it's time to take a ride on the nearly finished railroad. So let's head over and hop on. And here we are at the Alpine Village. I believe he's setting up a little town here. He just got done clearing it. There is his base up there. Got some great views of these mountain peaks here. And I think he's got big plans for a big village here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We tunneled underneath these mountains here to connect my base with SteelmasterJ's. turned out really well, I think. I love the decorated railroad underground there, and we're getting a sneak peek here of SteelmasterJ's base. So I do hope you guys will stick around for the next one, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.